Psychological unease and shifting perspectives define the atmosphere of Kentum. A silent figure navigates stark environments that blur the line between reality and imagination. Exploration unfolds through careful interaction with abstract spaces, guided by visual cues rather than direct instruction. The pacing favors contemplation and attentive movement. Hidden details and subtle narrative shifts reward repeated play with fresh interpretation. Minimalist art design and a restrained soundscape heighten the unsettling tone. A compact, introspective adventure shaped by mood and perception. Hollow Knight is an extraordinary journey through a vast, mysterious world filled with clever enemies, intricate platforming, and hidden paths that encourage exploration. The hand-drawn art combined with the atmospheric soundtrack creates a deeply immersive setting that keeps players engaged for hours. Combat is challenging and satisfying, with a variety of abilities, upgrades, and strategic encounters that remain exciting. Every area hides secrets, and progression feels rewarding, making it a must-play for anyone who enjoys action-adventure games with depth and discovery. Balatro takes a familiar deck of cards and turns it into a daring roguelike card journey driven by clever rules and bold scoring twists. Every run encourages risk-taking through wild jokers, escalating stakes, and inventive modifiers that reward planning and adaptability. The rhythm of play keeps tension high while new combinations constantly reshape strategies. This is the kind of game that pulls players back for one more hand, fueled by creativity, challenge, and endless replay value. Depth grows steadily, making mastery satisfying. Myo Memories in Orbit is a joyful sci-fi platformer packed with heart and energy. Dreamlike worlds float by with striking color and mood, while responsive movement keeps every jump exciting. The soundtrack lifts each moment, giving exploration a sense of wonder and warmth. Clever level ideas keep curiosity high, and the story quietly grows stronger as progress continues. It's an uplifting adventure that rewards patience, skill, and curiosity with constant smiles. Combat moments add rhythm without stress, and secrets reward curiosity with fun finds. A fictional arcade legacy comes alive through 50 distinct creations in UFO 50. Players explore a curated anthology of retro-inspired titles spanning platformers, shooters, puzzles, and strategy experiments. Each game carries its own mechanics and pacing, encouraging discovery through brief sessions or deeper mastery. Hidden secrets and varied difficulty curves invite repeated engagement beyond initial attempts. Authentic pixel art and chiptune melodies reinforce the cohesive retro vision, a remarkable collection built on creativity and thoughtful design. Strange mutations shape survival in a far-future post-apocalyptic wasteland. Adventurers explore procedurally generated caves and ancient ruins in this deep roguelike RPG. Gameplay rewards patience and creativity, with countless approaches to each deadly encounter. Character creation and mutation systems provide staggering customization. Retro tile-based visuals and ambient soundscapes create a uniquely atmospheric world. Permadeath and emergent storytelling ensure endless replay value. Caves of Cud proves a richly detailed, fascinating science fantasy epic.
You'll seek the spindle. Deathless.
Music becomes the weapon in this unique new rhythm adventure blending action and narrative depth. Young Jimmy navigates memories where every battle syncs to the great score crafted by legends. Combat flows seamlessly between genres, demanding timing and adaptation rather than raw speed alone. Hidden tracks and multiple endings reward repeated playthroughs with revelations about the old past. Vibrant pixel visuals pulse alongside the audio, creating immersive sensory connection throughout stage. An ambitious title that merges storytelling and gameplay into cohesive, memorable performance. 8-Bit Adventures 2 is a nostalgic love letter to classic JRPGs, blending retro visuals with modern polish. The turn-based combat is fast, strategic, and never overstays its welcome, while the cast of characters is charming and well-written. What really shines is the story emotional, funny, and full of heart, with surprising depth. The soundtrack perfectly captures that 8-bit magic, enhancing every moment. It's clear this game was made with passion, and it delivers a genuinely fun and memorable RPG experience. Wizard of Legend 2 expands on its predecessor with more refined combat, inventive spell combos, and fast-paced action that keeps every encounter exciting. The roguelike structure encourages experimentation, and each run feels rewarding thanks to smart upgrades and engaging enemy designs. The art direction enhances the magical atmosphere, with spell effects that feel impactful and environments that draw attention. The soundtrack matches the intensity of the battles, and the progression system sparks a lasting urge to jump back in for just one more run. Feudal Japan breathes through every quiet step in Shujinkou, a thoughtful RPG shaped by language and discipline. A lone warrior travels a divided land, guided by purpose rather than spectacle. Combat unfolds with measured pacing, where preparation and timing matter more than speed. Progress deepens through kanji mastery, branching builds, and hidden routes that reward patience. Elegant art and traditional melodies reinforce its tone, resulting in a focused and deeply satisfying adventure.
This delicious meal has been prepared with the
Jamboy, a Jelly-cious hero, is a delightfully bouncy adventure that combines clever platforming with loads of personality. The jelly-themed protagonist moves with satisfying stretch and bounce, turning each stage into a playful challenge. The visuals pop with color, the upbeat soundtrack keeps the pace lively, and the puzzle design stays engaging without feeling repetitive. Every jump and squish feels rewarding, supported by fun animations and a cheerful tone. It's a bright, joyful journey that's hard not to enjoy for fans of inventive platformers.
I'll have the Jamboy a Jelly-cious hero, please.
Shantae Half-Genie Hero Ultimate Edition is a vibrant, joy-filled platformer bursting with charm. The hand-drawn visuals are stunning, and the catchy soundtrack adds real energy to every stage. Shantae's transformations feel fresh and fun, unlocking creative ways to explore each level. The Ultimate Edition packs in all DLC, offering great value and more reasons to revisit the game. Its tight controls, quirky humor, and colorful world make it a delightful experience that fans of action platformers shouldn't miss. It's simply magical from start to finish. Slime Heroes is a cheerful action-adventure built around clever ideas and constant momentum. Combat stays fun thanks to customizable slime abilities that reward experimentation, while dungeons stay engaging with light puzzles and playful enemies. The colorful world keeps motivation high, and progression always gives something new to try. It respects time, stays approachable, and keeps the fun coming without frustration, making it easy to recommend to fans of light-hearted action games. Long-term appeal stays strong with upgrades and secrets, worth revisiting. My Child of Ages is a heartfelt adventure that draws players into a mysterious world layered with ancient legends and emotional storytelling. The hand-drawn art style glows with soft, dreamlike colors that make each environment feel alive and full of wonder. Combat feels responsive and rewarding, while puzzles strike a satisfying balance between challenge and flow. The soundtrack adds warmth and soul to every scene, creating an atmosphere that lingers long after playing. It's a thoughtful and imaginative journey worth taking. Mystery drifts through a hand-painted city where myth feels close enough to touch. 30 Birds follows a curious young reporter searching for scattered divine creatures, guided by instinct and quiet resolve. Movement and puzzle-solving flow at an unhurried pace, encouraging observation over haste. Challenges ask for attention to dialogue and detail, rewarding patience with clever reveals. Hidden interactions, optional tasks, and subtle character arcs add replay appeal. Rich art and music deepen immersion, forming a thoughtful, satisfying adventure. Into the Restless Ruins draws players into a mysterious world brimming with secrets, eerie landscapes, and cleverly designed puzzles. The pacing keeps tension steady, while the art direction creates a sense of wonder and unease. Combat feels fluid, rewarding precision and timing without being punishing. The soundtrack enhances every shadowed corridor and forgotten chamber. As each layer of the ruins unravels, the journey becomes more absorbing. A memorable adventure that thrives on atmosphere, curiosity, and clever design choices. SONOKUNI slams into view with bold style and relentless action. Its hyper-violent pixel art, pulsing soundtrack, and one-hit kills create a fierce rhythm that never lets up. Every scene feels soaked in urgency, backed by a world that drips with cyberpunk menace. The samurai combat is razor-sharp, rewarding quick reflexes and calculated moves. It's short, but the pacing stays sharp throughout, never wasting a moment. With its distinct aesthetic and intensity, it leaves a mark that's hard to shake long after the final strike lands. BIOMORPH is a fast-paced, stylish Metroidvania with a clever twist defeating enemies, and using their forms adds a fresh layer to exploration and combat. The hand-drawn art style pops with color and detail, and the fluid movement keeps every moment engaging. The world is full of secrets and satisfying challenges, with combat that feels responsive and impactful. For fans of action platformers looking for a game that rewards curiosity and skill, this one stands out with its inventive mechanics and vibrant world design. Star Renegades is an engaging tactical RPG with deep strategic combat and a dynamic turn-based system. The roguelike progression keeps each run exciting, with characters and enemies evolving in unexpected ways. Resource management and team composition require thoughtful planning, making victories feel earned. The pixel art visuals and soundtrack complement the intense gameplay, creating a compelling journey that encourages replay. Fans of challenging strategy will find themselves returning again and again for new tactics and outcomes.
Has escaped.
The Tale of Bistun is a beautifully crafted action-adventure that weaves Persian mythology into a heartfelt narrative. The storytelling is poetic, with a powerful voiceover guiding you through a visually striking world. Combat is simple but satisfying, letting the story and atmosphere take center stage. The game's pacing feels just right, making it easy to get absorbed in its mysterious emotional journey. It's a short but memorable experience that sticks with you long after the credits roll, a hidden gem for fans of myth and storytelling.
And startling indifference.
Memory drifts through a fading town where time feels gently suspended. In the good old days, a reserved young mechanic returns home, balancing quiet responsibility with unspoken ambition. Daily routines flow with measured pacing, mixing thoughtful tasks and light challenges that reward patience over haste. Progress reveals subtle upgrades, optional detours, and meaningful choices that encourage careful planning. Soft pixel art and a reflective score deepen the tone without distraction. It remains as a complete, satisfying tale shaped by care and steady dedication. Night Reverie is a heartfelt puzzle adventure that feels both soothing and mysterious. Its hand-drawn visuals and gentle soundtrack create a calm, inviting atmosphere that encourages slow, thoughtful exploration. The puzzles are clever yet relaxing, letting curiosity guide progress naturally. Each character adds warmth and subtle depth to the dreamlike world, making every scene feel alive. It's a quietly emotional, imaginative journey that rewards patience, leaving a lasting sense of peace and wonder long after the story concludes. The Last Faith stands out with its stunning Gothic art style, responsive combat, and rewarding progression. Each area feels distinct, filled with atmosphere and mystery. The combat is challenging, yet fair, with a satisfying variety of weapons and spells to master. Exploration feels meaningful, encouraging curiosity at every turn. From its grim world design to its smooth animations, every detail feels crafted with care. A thrilling journey for fans of dark action platformers, where each encounter demands focus and precision. Moonscar is a fascinating tale in which Grey Irma, a brave warrior, sets out to find the sculptor and solve the riddle of her existence. The game pushes players to improve their fighting talents and learn new skills in order to navigate a difficult non-linear 2D landscape. Each failure teaches a vital lesson, and as each challenge is overcome, new insights emerge. The game transports players to a hauntingly beautiful universe where they must test their reflexes and talents in violent fights. The game is a dark fantasy story with unexpected twists and rich world building. Botworld Odyssey is a smart, upbeat RPG built around collecting and upgrading quirky bots with real strategy behind every fight. Battles reward planning, positioning, and smart team choices rather than grinding. The open zones invite exploration, packed with side quests and secrets that keep progress moving. Visual style stays colorful and clean, while the soundtrack keeps a light, adventurous tone that fits the world perfectly. Progression stays rewarding through bot upgrades, gear tweaks, and skill choices that matter in combat and exploration alike. Tales of Iron sets a grim tone with its hand-drawn art and challenging combat. The world feels alive, from the crumbling villages to the ambient sounds of battle. Combat demands precision and patience, rewarding those who learn enemy patterns. The story, narrated by Doug Cockle, adds weight without dragging. Every boss fight feels earned, not forced. Its pacing keeps things steady, with upgrades and exploration adding meaningful progress. TUNIC is a mesmerizing adventure that feels both mysterious and rewarding at every step. The world is filled with hidden paths, clever puzzles, and secrets that encourage curiosity, while the combat strikes a satisfying balance between challenge and fairness. The art direction gives the game a storybook quality, with a soft yet striking visual style supported by an enchanting soundtrack. Every discovery feels meaningful, making exploration endlessly engaging. It's the kind of journey that keeps inviting a return to uncover just one more secret. Owlboy is an adventure that feels both thoughtful and engaging. The world is rich with detail, each area inviting careful exploration. Characters are memorable, and their interactions add depth to the story. The platforming and flight mechanics feel intuitive, making movement satisfying without being frustrating. Puzzles challenge without overwhelming, and the progression feels steady and rewarding. Music and visuals create a sense of wonder that complements the gameplay, keeping the journey enjoyable from beginning to end. Horgihugh And Friends is a charming side-scrolling shoot-'em-up with old-school flair and heartwarming characters. The hand-drawn visuals are colorful and nostalgic, perfectly complementing the retro-style gameplay. It strikes a sweet balance between challenge and accessibility, with tight controls and creative enemy patterns. The addition of a home base to upgrade and interact with allies adds surprising depth and charm. It's clear this was crafted with love, and fans of classic arcade shooters will feel right at home. A delightful and cozy adventure that punches above its weight.
We
Doom Eternal pushes intensity to another level with fierce combat, striking weapon feedback, and non-stop momentum. Every arena encourages quick decisions, rewarding bold movement and smart resource use. The soundtrack fuels the chaos, keeping battles electrifying. Performance holds strong even during massive encounters. A thrilling, relentless action game that keeps adrenaline high throughout. Visuals remain sharp, and enemy variety keeps fights engaging. Upgrades feel meaningful, giving each encounter steady progression.
They will fear you.